And really enjoying this shape, laying long on your mat. So if you need to stand the feet to help your lower back feel a little better, more comfort. Or if you want to open up through the inner thighs, start a stretch here by bringing the soles of the feet together, knees wide. Or taking your traditional reclined position where the legs are long. Arms wherever they feel good. By your side, up over the head. Maybe hands rest on your belly space. And close your eyes. A practice now. Yoga is by definition a process of quieting thoughts and emotions. We do this in order to look deeply within and connect with that which never moves. So that divine inner light. So feel, breathe, and just be here for a few moments, eyes closed, and seek out that inner light. Maybe you can envision a light growing as you settle. Maybe it starts at the center of the chest, or maybe between the eyebrow space. And from this inner awareness, maybe drawing out an intention for your time, your practice on the mat. When you're ready, again, a deep breath in, holding at the top. But this time as you exhale, let's release very slowly, with control, mindful breath, releasing. Again, breathe in deep and try to stretch at the belly space. So we start to move a little more at the center, breathing mindfully, consciously. Finding the pause at the top of your breath, really important here, so you remain connected, conscious. And then breathing out slowly, drawing out the exhalation. Try to make it as smooth as you can, really sort of velvety. And continue breathing deep in, breathing slow out. And now finding a little bit of movement in body. So sort of sleepy stretches. So you don't have to open up wide yet with a good morning stretch, but just start with maybe rocking the head side to side or bending the fingers. Wiggle the toes. In butterfly, bringing the knees back together, and then just noticing how you feel this morning. And when you're ready, that long stretch, so a good morning stretch, where you reach your arms up and over, lengthen your legs as long as you can, point your toes, arch through your back. Let's interlace the fingers and then turn the palms away from the crown of the head, and then open mouth, rock the jaw around a few times. A nice big breath in. And then as you breathe out, gather the knees into the chest. And we'll hold here, hands on top of kneecaps, or wrap your arms around your shins. A little rocking side to side. And then bringing yourself to center. Hold on to your right knee, let your left leg go long, and let your left leg relax, and then start to explore the right hip joint. So you could hug the right knee really close, or start to make some movements. Just take some time. Those movements forward and back, or side to side, or circles, maybe tiny circles or big circles. Really listen to the sensations, body communicating with you here. Telling you to maybe move a little deeper or to back away a little bit, just depending on how it's doing this morning. That right hip space, the lower back, inner thigh, around your bottom. And then draw the right knee really close to you. Energize the left leg. So I want you to squeeze all the muscles of the left leg all the way into your bottom space and flex the foot. Draw your toes towards your nose. Press your left heel towards the top of your mat. Really hugging that right knee close. Take a breath in, and then with your out breath, lift your head and shoulders. Nose up towards your knees. Contract strong through the left leg, drawing the right knee in. Take another breath in. And then as you breathe out, lower the head and shoulders. Start to lengthen out right leg. So body long again, back to that good morning stretch. Inhale. And then as you exhale, knees back into chest. Nice little hug here, but we'll hold on to the kneecaps and take the knees away from one another, and then take them forward and back a few times. Let me see how this feels. Massaging into hip sockets through your inner thigh space while you fold at the hip. And then draw the knees close back towards each other. Hold on to your left knee. Let your right leg go long and let your right leg relax. And then start to explore the left hip. So hugging the left knee close, or starting some movements side to side, small movement, big movement, whatever feels good here. And listen to your body. Try not to explore the thoughts that are roaming in. Tune into sensation, what you feel. Communicate. And then you'll draw the left knee really close and start to energize that right leg. So squeeze around the right leg so much. You squeeze into your bottom that your right hip lifts off the mat. Toes towards the nose, right heel towards the front of the room. You take a breath in, and with your out breath, lift your head and shoulders, nose up towards your knees. Hug that left knee a little closer, left thigh a little closer. Right leg is strong. Breathe in. And then breathing out, lower head and shoulders. Relax the body, stretch out the left leg. Come into your corpse pose, that Shavasana, palms up, legs are long, eyes can close. We'll take a deep breath in now together, holding at the top. So you find the pause at the top of your breath. See if you can sip in a little more. Really stretch into those lower lobes of your lungs. Hold. And then open the mouth, sigh out the breath. Stand the feet on the mat. Stretch right leg up, stretch left leg up, and then arms up too. Sleeping tiger shape where we start to roll out our wrists, pedal out the feet, wiggle the toes, roll the wrists. You can cross your ankles and draw your legs towards your body. Knees bent or play with that straightening. The hips lift off the mat. We're going to find our way into a seat. So if you want to rock up or come over to the side, help yourself into Sukhasana, easy seated pose. We'll place the hands outside the hips and then shoulders over hip space. Bring your chin parallel to the mat. Wiggle around, sort of root down into the bottom of the hip space. And relax your knees. Try to let them fall. Try not to hold the knees. Turn your palms up to the sky, and then a big breath in. You're going to reach out, lift up, maybe look up towards your hands. And as you breathe out the breath, take a twist to the right. Lower the arms down. Let's spend a little bit of time in this twist. So left hand on top of the right thigh, or the knee, or wherever it finds. And then draw the right arm right up to your body. Like your right arm's an extra spine, you can lean against it. You breathe in, sit up a little taller, and then as you breathe out, relax your shoulders and start to turn your belly, turn your heart a little more. Even the head, maybe look towards the back of the room. You could drop your right ear down towards the right shoulder and then take that left shoulder away from left ear, open up to the side of the neck. But remain conscious with your breath as you twist, as you take this shape. Finding the pause at the top of your breath. Let's breathe in, and then with out breath, turn the head, then torso, and take a counter. Over to the other side. Don't try to force, just notice. Come back to center when you're ready. Arms out. Side hips, shoulders over hip space, chin parallel to mat, eyes open or closed. Settle in. Let the spine realign. Turning the palms up and then using your in-breath, stretch the arms out, lift up, maybe look up. Out breath, taking turn to the other side, twisting to the left. Right hand lowers, top of left thigh or knee. Draw the left arm right up to the body where you sit up tall. Inhale, and as you exhale, maybe deepen that twist. Turn the belly. Turn the heart. Maybe turning your head or even dropping the left ear down to left shoulder. Open up through that right side of neck. Taking the right shoulder a little further away from right ear. Mindful with your breathing, really focused on the top of your breath, creating a little bit of a longer pause. That's my special tool I like to use to really stay connected. We'll breathe in, and then as you breathe out, turn head, then your torso, take that twist over on the other side. Gentle here. And then back to your center. Let's stretch out our legs and separate the feet just a little bit. So sort of a very relaxed, passive fold where we place our hands inside or outside, really up to you, and walk yourself forward. Let your knees bend, let your feet flop away from one another, and the upper back it rounds, so we don't worry about keeping the spine straight. And if you had your block, you wanted to play, and you came down far enough, and you wanted your head to rest so you didn't have to hold the neck or the shoulder space. Or you could just place your forearms down, hands down to support you, and drop your chin towards the chest. And begin to work deeper into your fold. So as you breathe out, maybe finding it could be a millimeter of space, and just encouragement to relax. You soften through the legs, not holding, not engaging. Soften through shoulders, relax through the head space. Deepening your breath. 5 more breaths. And see if you can get a little deeper here. Soften a little more. Inhale with the exhale, just rolling up like a rag doll. Engage the legs a little, and create posture, shoulders come over hips, you lift the head. And then finding tabletop, so take your time to get in. Blankets are nice for the knees if you want a little more padding. Hands are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, tops of the feet on the mat. Move through your cow, your cat. Start to lift your tailbone, drop your belly, press your shoulders back. Deep breath in to find cow shape. Exhale the breath, round the spine, find your cat. Chin towards the chest. Press down into hands, maybe spider up onto those fingertips. Really squeeze through your ribs, through your belly. Inhale, begin to lift your tail, drop your belly, shoulders back, finding your cow once again. Let's move back and forth with the breath. Feel free to roll head around or lean your hips back, left or right. And just find freedom through your spine, through the front of your body, through the back of your body, and enjoy these movements. Next time you come to a cat shape, let your spine become neutral. Finish that cat, back to your table. Open the knees as wide as you can. Bring your big toes to touch and then sit your hips back to your heels. Arms are stretched long or wrapped around you. Forehead or cheek to the mat. If it doesn't make it, another nice place for block to move in. You could rest your forehead on top of block space. Hips sink low, hips to heels. Soften your body. So work on that conscious relaxation. Each breath out, encouraging you to let go. So very passive shape, soft shape. We relax. Take a moment to just connect, be still, seek out that inner light. Look towards your heart, maybe that space in between the eyebrows. Use your imagination. Downward facing dog. Stretch your arms long, remove any props if they were supporting you. Flatten your hands on the mat. Begin to lift your hips to the sky. Hands are spread really wide. So stretch your fingers. Stretch your hands, nice Marina. Hips are lifted, pressing back. Heels are just lowering towards the mat, so they never have to touch. You play with that straightening legs, bending knees. Palms are pressed down. Try not to cup your hands. Play with your down dog. Stretch a little bit. Take a shift to plank. Maybe stretch a leg up to the sky. Explore your body. Explore its movements, the capabilities you have. let's make our way to the top of the mat. So take your time to get there. Finish if you started moving. Walk your feet to your hands. Bend your knees a lot. Rest your belly on top of your thigh. And then bring your forearms up to support you. Give yourself a little rest from being upside down. Lift your head. And this is a great way to fold. You could stay here, maybe play with lowering yourself a little bit, straightening a little bit with the legs, or start to take your fold where you spill over the legs with the upper body. And then let your arms really dangle or grab on the opposite elbows. Spread your feet wide so you've got a good base. And try to let your head get really heavy. So you're not holding through the neck space. You're relaxing there, creating some traction through your cervical spine. And then when you're ready, you're really going to take your time to roll or walk yourself up. Keep your chin tucked. Wait till the shoulders come over the hips, lifting your head. Once you come up, maybe just a slow pause so you can adjust blood pressure, the bones. You can come into your mountain when you're ready, bringing your feet closer together and bringing the arms by your side, letting the palms turn forward so we open up through our heart, through our chest. And then we take a moment just to settle in our mountain. While the body adjusts here, drop your chin down towards your chest. And then work into your neck space, rolling ear to shoulder, chin to chest. Find your own rhythm. If it's with the breath, inhaling ear to shoulder, exhaling chin to chest, or maybe you pause on one side. Feeling the sensation of rooting where the bottoms of the feet are connected to the mat space and you're feeling a little heavier. So you could encourage that with a slight bend in the knees. But as we shift in our energy to stand, bring the shoulders over the hip space, opening through the chest. Maybe drawing your lower belly up and your navel in a little bit. And then bringing your chin back towards the chest when you're ready. Head to center, eyes forward or closed. Deep breath, shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. And with our inhale, we're going to reach our arms out and lift them up towards the sky. A little back bend. With the exhale, find a swan dive, nice and slow, forward fold. Let's reverse our swan dive with the in-breath. Reach the arms out, bend the knees, nice flat back, you rise. The out-breath, lower the left arm and find a side bend. Let's hold here. So you reach those left fingertips down, reach up through the right arm, looking up, looking forward, looking down, rooted through the feet. Even that pinky side edge of the right foot, really press it down and then lean your torso over a little more. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bring the left arm up, hug the ribs, the belly in. Take a breath in here, lengthen yourself. Out breath, lower the right arm down. Hold here. Side bend, reach the right fingertips down, reach up through the left arm. Gaze and comfortable with the neck space. Pinky side edge of foot, root it down, lean yourself over a little more. Breathe in. Breathe out, lift the right arm up. Hold here with an in-breath. Out-breath, swan dive, forward fold. Hold here, forward fold, bend your knees, relax your head space. Hands on the mat, step your left foot to the back of the mat, and lower your left knee down. Finding your lunge pose. So setting up for lunge, making sure that your right knee is right over your right ankle. The bottom of your right foot presses down, top of your left foot rooted. And then engage through your left bottom, squeeze it. Stay low with your hands on the mat, lift your heart, look forward. This is a good place to stay. Enjoy your stretch. But if you want a little more, you want to add another component of more balance, more strength, and you rise up, find a drishti. Maybe stretch your arms up towards the sky. Right hip presses back, left hip forward, squeeze around that left glute, that left bottom. Deepen your breath here. Squeeze those inner thighs towards one another so you're strong through your center. Draw the lower belly up, navel in breath. Out breath, hands will come down. Now we're going to find our forward fold. That's a step forward. So 1 step, 2 steps. Left foot meets the right. Hips go high, head goes low. And then use an in-breath, strong in-breath to rise. Reach the arms out, lift up. Maybe take a back bend. Out breath, place your palms together. Draw them down to your heart space. Breathe in, maybe hold. Breathe out, open mouth, sigh out breath. Back into your mountain shape. Notice what you feel through that left side. We'll move through this slow, fun breath. Breathing in, stretching the arms out, lifting up, finding a back bend. Out breath, swan dive, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, reach the arms out, rise up. The left arm comes down with your out breath and hold. You might find a little more space. Maybe you try to look up, take that top shoulder back a little bit. Rooted through the feet, reaching, you breathe in, lean a little more, breathe out, come up strong, hug your ribs in your belly and lift that left arm. Stand tall, inhale. Exhale over to the other side, right arm comes down. Root through the feet, reach that top arm, maybe taking that top shoulder back just a little bit. Beautiful. Inhale, reach a little more. And then exhale, strong body, reaching that right arm up. Taking a back bend as you inhale, lift your heart, reach the arm bones back. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Bend your knees, sending your right foot to the back of the mat. Setting up for lunge on this side, left knee over left ankle. Top of right foot presses down. You look forward, lift your heart, lengthen spine, then squeeze around the right glutes. So you contract this concentric contraction through your backside to open up the front side. You stay right here. You add a little more, riding up onto left thigh or stretching your arms up to the sky. Once you find the shape, you're going to be here, a few breaths. These little engagements, make yourself stronger and more aware. Squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. Draw the lower belly up, navel in. Hands are on top of the thigh. Back your belly away a little more. You're reaching towards the sky, shoulders away from ears. Hands are down. Lift your heart. Look forward. Long spine. Breathe in and then breathe out, finding the folds. 1 step, 2 step, right foot up. Hips high, head low. Inhale, reverse swan dive, rise. Lift, back bend at the top. Exhale, palms touch, draw them down to your heart. Might breathe in and hold this breath. Breathe out, open mouth, sigh out breath. Find your mountain shape. Beautiful. And settle in here. We'll step the feet a little further away from one another. And then place your hands to the small of the back. Let your fingertips face down, like you're sticking your hands in some jean pockets. Squeeze your elbows towards one another. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another. And puff up your chest. But press your hips forward. Use those hands to encourage that awareness. Pressing the hips forward, engage at your belly. You might be looking forward. You might start to look up and lift your sternum a little more so you're puffing up the chest, the heart space. Press the hips forward. You breathe in. As you breathe out, as slow as you can, up and over. Slide your hands down the legs. Fold. Walk your feet a little closer towards one another, finding your forward fold. Bend your knees, step your right foot all the way to the back of the mat, as close to the back as you can. Turn your right toes towards long side edge. Left knees over left ankle. Fire up your right leg. Start to reach the right arm forward and windmill open into your warrior two. Once you come up, we'll make our alignment adjustments. So you want to see left big toe, left knee towards the pinky side edge of left foot. Nice deep bend. Maybe walking your front foot forward a little more. Arms are stretched out like a T, shoulders away from the ears. Shoulders and hips are facing the long side edge of your mat. Make this right leg really strong. Squeeze all the way into your lower back. Secure that right hip. And then starting to open up left hip a little more, drawing the front knee towards the pinky side edge. Squeeze to the outside of your left thigh into your bottom there. Look over your left hand. Find your drishti, breathe. Press down into your feet. Try to press them away from one another a little bit. And draw that lower belly up, navel in, open through the chest. Beautiful. Breathe in, breathe out, cartwheel down. Hands come down to frame the left foot, come up onto the ball of the back foot, finding a long runner's lunge. Take the long runner's lunge, look forward. You breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to step back into downward facing dog. Left foot back to meet the right. Good. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Hips are high to the sky. Deep breath. Let's find a steady dog where we try to press the top of the mat away, send the hips a little higher. And I want you to move with your breath here. Using an in-breath, you're going to lower your knees. Lift your tailbone, drop your belly. Find modified cow shape, press the shoulders back. With your out-breath, begin to round your spine. Then lift your hips, shift back into your downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to that modified cow, lower the knees. Press the shoulders back, lift your tailbone. Exhale, round the spine first. Squeeze, lift, shift back. Nice. Good. Take a walk to your hands. Fold at the top of the mat. Here you go, Felicia. Some Pink Floyd. Felicia's got the shirt on, so you know we have to play some Pink Floyd today. Forward fold. Yogi, up to you. Do you want to roll up, walk up, or reverse your swan dive? Let's meet with our hands at the heart. And settle in here. Arms by your side. Bring your feet as close as you can to one another now. Toes touch, heels touch, as best they can. Draw the lower belly up, navel in, open through your chest. Inhale, begin to stretch your arms out, lift them up. Exhale, you're going to bend your knees. Biceps stay by the ears as you sink your hips. You start to reach forward, work on that biceps by the ears, and then stand a little taller. Try not to come so deep into your chair. Work on upper body as we start to stretch through the ankles. Start to work through the knees, through the hip space. You squeeze your thighs together, knees together. And if your feet are touching, those toes, those ankles, weight into your heels. If you want to sink a little lower, but those arms keep coming forward, bring your hands to the heart. You can work with that space, sinking low. Good. Finding a drishti, breathing deep. Maybe you can sink just a little lower. Inhale with your exhale, fold. Now we're going to step our left foot to the back of the mat. Create foundation first. Turn the left toes towards the long side edge. Right knee is bent, right knee is right over the right ankle. Engage that left leg, make it strong. Stretch the left arm forward. Press down into your right foot as you rise. Arms out to a T. And make your adjustments once you come up. You can see your right big toe. You press your shoulders and hips towards that long side edge, opening up there. Facing the window space. Shoulders are soft. You're reaching through your fingertips, looking over the right hand. So really connected in body, feeling that grounding through the bottoms of the feet, feeling strong through your legs, working to open up through your pelvis as you strengthen. Nice. Deep breath. Find that pause at the top of the breath. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, all the way down. On the ball of the back foot, finding the long runner's lunge. So even scooch it back a little bit. Make that left leg strong. Enjoy the stretch. You look forward. You breathe in. Lift your heart. You breathe out. Downward facing dog. Draw that right knee towards your ribs. Yeah, as you step back. We'll work on that. Hips are high. Pressing towards the sky. Fingers are spread wide. Now moving with your breath here, your rhythm. Inhale into that modified cow shape down to the knees, lift the tail, press the shoulders back. Then exhale, round through the spine first. Hug your ribs and your belly in, lifting your hips up to the sky, shifting back. Let's do that one more time. Inhale down to the knees. Lift the tail, drop the belly, press the shoulders back. Exhale, round. Lift your hips. Child's pose, lower down to the knees, open them wide, big toes touch. Stretch the arms long or wrap them around you. Hands next to the knees. Tuck your chin. Peel yourself up, sitting back on your heels. Coming over to a hip space. Bringing the legs out in front of you. You work your way more towards top of mat, so you've got some room to roll down. We're going to stand our feet on the mat, squeeze the knees together, thighs together, reach the arms forward. Thumbs up, palms face one another. So shoulders are over hips, so you really got a good lift in the heart space. You're hugging your belly a little closer to your thighs a little closer to the belly. So all engaged right here as you flex through the hip. Now, staying right here, good engagement, complete awareness. You have integrity through your pose. You're breathing deep, staying connected. If you want to challenge a little more, you lean back, roll off the bottom of your hips, find your tailbone, and then lift your feet. Bring your shins parallel to the mat, toes towards your nose, knees bent or straighten. Play with the straightening, squeeze through your thighs. Finding your Navasana. Breathe here for 3. Deep breaths wherever you are for 2. One more breath in, and then your out breath, lower yourself down. Have some control. Pause for a moment and just be. Connect here, quieting thoughts, relaxing emotions by just being here. Breathe deeply. One bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana, standing the feet on the mat. Bring your arms by your side. Palms are down. Walk your heels close to your bottom. It's close as you can get them. Maybe you can reach down and tickle your heels with your fingers. Palms are down, rooted. You breathe in, and with your out breath, press into feet, lift your hips, press into hands, and then snuggle your shoulder blades underneath your body. So behind the heart, and we squeeze into the lower back space. Squeeze into the lower back first before you start to use those glutes. See how much effort you can bring to the lumbar. You're pressing into your feet. Even try to draw them towards you a little bit and then away, so you can feel those different engagements with that slight action, isometric. You're lifting your hips high, breathing deep, expanding your belly as you inhale, balloon it out as you exhale, draw it in. Beautiful. Let's take 5 more breaths. Don't leave just yet. See how you feel. Awareness with those engagements, strong through your body, rooted through the bottoms of the hands, bottoms of the feet. Draw your chest towards your chin towards your sky a little more. Nice, beautiful breath. One more inhale, and then as you exhale, lowering yourself down. Beautiful. Pause here. Knees are bent. We'll stretch the right leg up to the sky, and then outside of right ankle on top of your left thigh, flex your right foot. So that means toes towards your shins, right knee towards the front of the room. So you're in a figure 4. We take the knees a little side to side, bringing awareness to your lower back space, around your tailbone. Now, yogis who love their pigeon forward folds, I invite you to take that version now. You can stay as you are, reclined fold here, or you can come over the legs and set yourself up for your pigeon. Otherwise, bringing the knees back to center, you can draw the right shin forward. Lift the left foot off the mat. If you're in your forward fold pigeon, that right knee towards your right wrist, left leg is long behind you. You work on leveling out those hips. So you press that left hip down a little more. Right heel really close to your pelvis or open it up to the left side edge of the mat. And then folding over that right leg. Settling in to a shape. Being here, present with your breath. And we'll take about 10 more breaths. So if you're in that reclined pigeon, the legs towards your body, you're looking up towards the sky, maybe rock a little bit or just stay really still. See what feels best to encourage a little more movement, a little more space. Beautiful. Stay in shape. Give yourself one last very slow breath in, very slow breath out. And if you're in your forward fold pigeon, slowly coming out, reclining back down. If the left foot's lifted, slowly lower the left foot. We'll all meet with both legs towards the sky. And from here, finding a happy baby where we hold on to peace fingers, big toes, pinky side edges of feet, maybe the ankles. You bend your knees. Separate your knees, separate your heels. A little rocking side to side. And let's draw the left heel in towards your pelvis And straighten the right leg a little bit. Doesn't have to straighten all the way. So you're making a check mark with the leg shape, a little Nike symbol. And you play with that straightening of the right leg, flex the foot, toes towards the right side of the body. Good, and then bring both heels in towards the pelvis. Hands outside your thighs, help your knees close and stand your feet on the mat. And play with the other side here. So extending the left leg up, flex the foot, and then outside of left ankle on top of right thigh. And this side might be different for you, so staying here. Or if you'd like, drawing that left heel or left shin in, lifting the right foot off the mat, keep that left foot flexed. Or if you want your forward fold pigeon, coming up and setting yourself up for that forward fold. Again, different side. Try to level out your hips, right leg's back. And coming forward to your comfort of effort, ease. And stay here for a little bit, breathing deeply. You're reclined. Maybe you rock a little side to side. Just see how that feels to encourage a little movement. A few more moments. One more full breath in and out here. And then slowly making your way out if you're forward folding back onto the spine. We'll extend both legs out, lowering the left foot down, right foot down. And then both legs back up. Good, we'll find happy baby. Start there. And then play with bringing the feet towards one another, heels towards one another. So you're in this reclined wide butterfly. See how that feels. I love this shape to play with, drawing the feet towards the back of the mat, knees are bent. So you've got this big, beautiful diamond shape between the legs. So feet are towards the back of the mat. So we're not in that reclined floating butterfly. We're opening it up a little bit. So you could feel along your spine, gentle pressures, sort of like a massage into those erector spinae. So you could rock side to side, those big thick muscles along the side of your spine that run from the crown or from the base of your skull down to the tailbone. And then bring the feet and find that floating butterfly. And the heels are close to the pelvis. And then opening up the left leg, keeping the right heel in, finding that check mark shape. Stretching the left leg out, but flex the foot. Knee bent or playing with that straight knee. Right heel in. And then when you're ready, draw that left heel in. Hands outside your knees, help your knees together. Stretch the legs up, Rock yourself up to seat or come over to the side. Help yourself up. We'll reach the legs out in front of us, both legs straight. And then arms outside or hands outside your hips and engage the legs, flex the feet. With an inhale, roll your shoulders up to the ears, give them a good squeeze. And with the exhale, press them back and down. And then do that 2 more times with your breath. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. 1 more time. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. Hands on top of right knee, draw it in. Keep the right foot inside of left thigh. Energize left leg. We're going to find a twist, taking the right hand behind us, snuggling it up right up to the body like we did at the beginning of class. An extra spine here. Stretch the left arm forward, inhale, and as you exhale, wrap it around. Hold on to that right knee, right thigh, and then start to turn your torso just a little more. So you want that right thigh so close to your body, it's connected. Connect it. There's engagement here. Squeeze. Hug yourself close. Deepening your turn, your twist, turning the belly, turn the heart, maybe the head towards the back of the room. Left toes towards the sky. Whole body working here. Good. Both hips connected. Breathing deep, mindful breath. Connect with that. Pause at the top of your inhale. In breath. Out breath. Turn head and torso. And relax that right knee down, your Janu Shirshasana. Right hand outside of right hip, point the left toe, inhale, left arm up, lift your heart, look up, stay right here, or press into your right hand, lift your hips, point the left toe, drop your head back, reach towards the back of the room, squeeze into your lower back. Inhale, exhale, lower your hips down. If lifted, come forward, find your Janu Shirshasana. Left leg is active. Give yourself a lift with an inhale, lifting the heart, gain a little space. Exhale, move yourself in. Beautiful. Both hips connected to your mat. But really feel the sensation through that left side, rooting that left hip point down a little bit more. Take a big breath in with your out breath. Slow walk, relax the left leg. Take yourself back to your center. Take a moment. You stretch out the right leg. Both legs are straight again. Engage both legs. And hands on top of left knee. We're drawing it in. Left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Really squeeze it up there. We'll walk it back. Left hand behind you. Stretch the right arm forward. Inhale, and with the exhale, wrapping around. You hold on to that left thigh so much, guiding it towards your chest, sitting up tall. Right leg is active, toes towards the sky. Breathe in. As you breathe out, maybe turn just a little more. Teensy bit more. Belly, heart, even the head could turn towards the back of the room. Squeeze that left thigh close. Breathing deep here. Inhale, and then with your exhale, unwinding head, then torso, letting that left knee fall. You're just setting up for the seated rock star. So your left hand comes outside of left hip. Inhale the right arm up. You're lifting the heart. So you're finding a back bend. Stay here or press into the left hand, point the right toes, and then lift your hips up. So you're strong through that left arm, dropping the head back, squeezing into your lower back. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lower your hips down. Beautiful. Find the folds. Lower the chest. Work your way in. Give yourself that encouragement of lengthening the spine by inhale, lifting the heart. And then exhale, folding in. Connect with the bottom of the right hip and press it down a little more. Give yourself one more big breath in, and then nice, slow, relaxed roll up, softening body as you breathe out. Good. Left leg extends out, and we're rolling down onto the mat. So up to you, yogi, if you want to challenge yourself a little more, or just plop yourself down. It's up to you. We're going to find our sleeping tiger, stretching the legs up towards the sky. So legs go up, arms go up too. And I'm going to offer for you today, if you'd like some essential oil on your wrists, you could lay your arms up and over your head, relax them down onto the mat or the floor. Legs stay extended. Arms are reaching towards the sky. Let your hands soften. Close your eyes. Be with the light. Opened the body. Strengthen your strong, spacious. And feel that light, that prana move freely. Five more breaths. Deep, full conscious. You can start to roll the wrists, paddle the feet. And find any last shape, any last movement you enjoy. You're making your way into Shavasana. You like your blanket placed on you and push it down by your feet. Maybe you have your bolster, you want to place it underneath the knee. And you settle into this reclined position and open the mouth, rock the jaw around a little bit. Maybe shift the head side to side. And if you feel any lingering tension, just adjust yourself. And then finding stillness. Let your head be heavy. Relax through the scalp and around the eyes. Softening the skin on the face, no expression. Lips, the tongue rests, jaw, and the shoulders, across the chest, and the elbows, and the wrists. Around the hips and the knee, and the ankle, and the feet. And rest back in your energy and pure goodness of light. The unshakable within stronger. And this connection. Your being. Just gently guiding back. And connecting to this moment. Invite a deep breath. Little movements. You eventually will come into take the right side, a fetal shape. Make a pillow with the arms. Just let your heart rest above the other internal organs here. Settle into your intention if you set one. Just seeing it in your space once again. And in this pose, this fetal shape, the pose of all existence, the beginning. And feeling the purity of your light here. Knowing that's what makes you human. This ability to connect with that inner source, to understand the compassion, the sharing, the interconnectedness. Let's rise up to a seat. Left hand down, extend the top leg. See if you can keep your eyes closed. Come into a moment in quiet in body, working with the mind, maybe using your deep breath to send thoughts away, or maybe you have a meditation practice you'd like to move into, or just a simple prayer, repeating it over and over again to yourself. Take a few moments here and use one of those ideas and quiet the mind. Relax in your space. Relaxing your focus and bringing a deep breath in, hold at the top, and then let it go. Hands at heart or bow the head, sealing in the time on your mat. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Happy TJYF. Thank goodness Yoga Friday, coined by our Richie. Have a great day, you guys. Thank you. Feel good. Enjoy.
Thank you,
Holiday
Violet.
weekend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
The
you.
best of it.
Bye-bye, kiddo.
Oh, hey, Jessica. Have fun, whatever you guys do.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.